Roller derby. Then, now, and how. I'm sure all of you have heard of Galaxy Skateway here in Aurora, and if you drive by there in the daytime, you might see some children skating around and having a grand old time with their friends and family. But at night, it completely changes. Grown women over 18 and men come to practice the female-dominated blood sport that is roller derby. How many of you know what roller derby is? Wow, that's more than I thought. How many of you have seen the movie Whip It? Exactly. I was in the same boat as some of you who do not know what roller derby is until I volunteered with the Molly Rogers Roller Girls. On Thursday nights, I am their penalty box timer, and at the actual bouts, I am their announcer/DJ. Now, today I will be talking to you about the history of, the concept of, and the basic rules of roller derby. 1937, Leo A. Seltzer was in a restaurant drawing on a tablecloth and had the original idea for roller derby. Basically what it was is it was like your standard horse derby. It was 25 teams of 2 skaters having to skate around the Chicago Coliseum track to total around 3,000 miles. At all times, over the 11.5-hour period of a day, one skater of the 2-skater team had to be on the track. That was good and well. Whoever finished first would win. Until this man came along, Damon Raymond. This man introduced the physicality of the sport, and to me, the fun part. What he did was he condensed the track, and he condensed the amount of people on the track to make it a little bit more physical. This made the number of fans of derby grow exponentially. Until, unfortunately, some of the skaters had to go enlist into the war, which made the number of fans decrease. What war, you may ask? World War II. Think about that for a second. People who skated in roller derby protected you in World War II. These two are Ma Bogash and Johnny Rosasco, the 2 perhaps greatest roller derby athletes of their time. They're the first 2 inductees of the Roller Derby Hall of Fame. Now to the modern time. Keep your friends close and your enemies within 10 feet of the pack. This quote, I think, kind of envisions the entire idea of roller derby. You keep your teammates close, and you keep the other jammer away from you. Now, what's a jammer and what's a pack? Okay, the stars are jammers. They're the 2 girls who, let's translate this into football terminology. These would be the quarterbacks. These would be the entire pack in front of them. The girls with the stripes on their heads are the pivots. Each person, the pivots and the jammers at least, have these things called panties on their helmets, basically like stockings. At any time, the jammers can transfer their panties to the pivots, and the pivots can take place of the jammer for the rest of the time. What does a jammer do, you might ask? Well, what a jammer has to do is get through this pack while they're blocking, the blockers are blocking, have to get through this pack twice to receive any points. Whoever gets out of the pack first before receiving points would be the lead jammer, and at any time she wants to, she can do this motion and call it off. Now, what do you have to wear when doing derby? What is some of the rules while doing derby? Before you can enter the track, my lovely friend Snap Happy allowed me to use a picture of her. You have to have quad skates, knee pads, wrist guards, elbow pads, your jersey and your number, mouth guard, and a helmet. You have to have all of those on. Actually, you have to have everything except for the skates on before you can even put on the skates. And then you can join the track. If you do an illegal blocking zone, if you hit in an illegal blocking zone or you do anything wrong, you get sent to the penalty box for 30 seconds. After the 30 seconds are up, if the jam is still going on, you can come back onto the track. Now, roller derby is not for everyone, but this sport is growing still today. It died after World War II, but it's still growing. Obviously, roller derby wouldn't be for someone like him, but hopefully, maybe, roller derby would be for someone like you. If you come through Galaxy Skateway, maybe you can volunteer with us, or even join the team. Thank you all for listening to my presentation about roller derby. I hope to